Woman is warning pet owners about this dangerous kitchen item after beloved dog's tragic passing. No one loved their dog more than Christina Young and her boyfriend, Christian Villarreal of Houston, Texas. For years, their sweet pit bull mix Petey was their favorite part of coming home every day. Unfortunately, that would all change on one seemingly ordinary day in February 2018. When the two kissed Petey goodbye before they left for work, they had no idea it was the last time they'd see their happy dog. Christian was the first one to notice that something was horribly wrong as soon as he returned home later that day. "I came home and was not greeted at my door like usual." Christian didn't want to assume the worst. After all, there must have been a perfectly reasonable explanation, so why panic? "I thought Petey was hiding from guilt from getting on the couch," he explained. Sadly, that wasn't the case. After walking inside, Christian started looking around the house, where he eventually found Petey lying on the dining room floor. Petey wasn't moving. To Christian's horror, Petey was dead. Moments later, Christina returned home and walked in on the tragic scene. "I feel like I've been living my worst nightmare," she later said. But what could have caused this tragedy? Christina didn't mince words when she described what happened. She posted a message on Facebook in an effort to warn other pet owners. "There's no way to describe the sadness, guilt, and emptiness we feel in our hearts and our home," she began. "I discovered my poor sweet boy lifeless in our dining room with a chip bag over his head," she wrote in her post. As it so happened, this mundane item was what led to Petey losing his life. But how? When the couple made the seemingly harmless mistake of leaving an open bag of potato chips on the counter before they left home, they had no idea they were putting Petey at risk. Yet that's exactly what happened. "Petey got it off the counter," Christina wrote, explaining how the incident occurred. "And after eating all the chips, he went back for crumbs and got the bag stuck over his head." Such average dog behavior is fairly common. Pretty much every dog loves human snacks, and yet it led to something terrible in this case. Each time he tried to get some chips, he inhaled, causing the bag to tighten, ultimately resulting in his suffocation, Christina explained. It's difficult to blame Christian and Christina for being ignorant to the dangers of such a mistake when, as far as they knew before the incident, almost anyone could have done the same thing. Initially, however, the couple wasn't just horrified, they were also confused. Petey was a smart, healthy dog. Wouldn't it have been easy for him to simply take the bag off his head with nothing more than his own paws? In short, not exactly. Petey's untimely demise was more than a freak accident. It was actually quite common, said Christina. After doing research, the stats on how often this happens is shocking. In fact, even if Christian and Christina were home, Petey might still have been vulnerable. 3 to 5 pet suffocations get reported every week, and 42% of those occur while the owner is in the next room, Christina continued. Additionally, the whole process happened too quickly for Petey to escape. It only takes about 3 minutes for their oxygen to drop to fatal levels, Christina noted. In fact, in 90% of the incidents reported, the owner had never heard of this until it happened to them, us included. It's important to remember that any large snack bag presents this sort of risk to dogs, not just potato chips. We've seen that bags can be deadly, confirmed the American Veterinary Medical Association spokesman, Michael Sanfilippo. Michael recommended that pet owners avoid these kind of dangerous situations by tearing apart the loose bags. Additionally, they should make sure that the bags are completely out of their dog's reach by storing them in cupboards. Christian and Christina weren't the only ones who tried to spread the word about this issue. Bonnie Harlan founded Prevent Pet Suffocation after her own dog, Blue, died from suffocating on a bag of Cheetos on December 13, 2011. As for Christina, she hoped that by sharing her story, other dogs won't befall the same fate. "I just ask that in honor of my boy Petey, you be extra careful," she wrote. "Warn other dog owners and give your fur babies some extra love today and every day after this."